Okay, hello guys, and welcome to Yassin's design. This time I'm going to create a heart, all based in vector in Illustrator, using gradients, path tool, packer tool, and some creative tools also. So let's get started. Control N to create a new document. Name it cracked heart 2 or something. And dimensions 300 millimeters by 200 millimeters in the high, same YK, and the 300 ppi. Hit OK. So the first thing first, I need to create a new heart in which we will be working on. So we can use the one of the basic tools like the rectangle and the ellipse tool, but we will be creating from scratch using the pen tool. So to do so, we need some guides, and so we click or press Ctrl R to bring up our rulers. Then I need to make some guides. So one in 100 millimeters like this. I click on the ruler and drop a guide here, and another one maybe here in 200 millimeter. The one horizontally is going to be something. It's not important. Only to guide me with to situate my heart. And also make sure that the smart guides, they are turned on. To do so, if they are not showing up when you using the pen tool, for example, when I try to click, look, those green guides showing me or guiding me what's going on. Either I'm in the middle or intersecting or something. So or you can go to view and make sure smart guides turned on. So as I said, I come here first in the middle. I click and drag and holding shift also to make that the 99 or 90 degree vertical. And when I get or reach the guide on top, let's go. Next I come here on the right guide and enter. When the smart guide shows me that I'm intersecting with the first point I created and the guide on top, I come right here. So I click and holding shift also, and when the handle get to the guide, let's go. Next I go down. I didn't use any guide in the top in the bottom, just to be free to choose how the height of my heart. So maybe something like here. I click and hold also shift, maybe shift icon, to make it make sure with the smart guides that you are in the same line with those. You can also add a guide here in the middle if you want to, but it's only with the smart guides. It's okay. So now I have created this shape like a question mark. Next I have to do is to reflect this shape to have the full heart. So next, take my selection tool, select the shape and go to the reflect tool. It's just below the rotate tool, and click on it. Okay, so this window shows up vertical. It's okay. Choose preview to see what's going on and make copy. That's okay. Okay, so I have a copy of that, so I don't need that field, so I remove the field. Okay, I take my selection tool, holding shift and drag right until the intersects with the guide on the left, because I have this one is in the middle and this one is reflected, and also those two anchors, they are overlapping. So to make sure, I zoom in and see if they are overlapping. I may take my direct selection tool and make sure that they are. So here I take this point and make it overlapping on the first one. Next I zoom out and see my shape. It's okay. Maybe I make it longer. So first I will join those anchors. I click outside to deselect and take the direct selection tool, select those two anchors, make sure they are overlapping on each other. Sorry, like this. Hit Control, select them both and hit Control G to join them. The same thing for the one above. So I will click outside to the select and select the both anchors and join them using Ctrl J. Okay, so I think I no more need those guides, so I delete them and I play with this. Is the basic heart. Maybe I'll make it a little bit longer, something like this. Okay, it looks perfect now. Or maybe if you want to, maybe I will scale it a little bit. So maybe bigger or small. It depends on your, something like this. Okay, and next now I will start working on the effects. So the first thing, I add a fill. I don't need a stroke now. I will fill that, and I choose a dark red. So first I will work on the stroke. So I want to add the stroke. Maybe this anchor should go a little up. So I hit Ctrl Y to go to outline mode, my direct selection tool here, and make this a little bit up, like this. Next, I duplicate this. I Ctrl C, Ctrl F, or Ctrl B. When I come here to my layers, I take the one in the back and fill it with the gray color. Then I want to scale it up. Okay, so holding Alt and Shift to constrain the proportions. So something like this. And now I want the stroke only to take effects from this up corners here. So I push it up from the bottom, and maybe a little down from the top, and holding Alt for the both sides, something like this. And only this, it's like if I'm showing and it is a 3D, or it says a stroke. You can play with that and choose the color you want. Maybe something brighter like this. Okay, now let's start for the feel of the heart. Okay, it should red, a dark red like this. Okay, next, and add another fill. It's going to be gradients black to white, and make sure it's radial, and come here with the gradients and play with it. So I'm creating the shadows. So this area is going to be darker and this one is brighter, something like this. Okay, maybe here more. Maybe I want to bring more shadows. Okay, something like that. And then change the blending mode to multiply. So it gives this this view of the heart. This gives this dark area as a shadow. Okay, next I have to work on my cracks. It's pretty easy and creative. So let's draw a simple mark or a simple circle here in the middle, a black one, and take the Parker tool. The Parker tool, it's just like here below the width tool. You find the Parker tool. I will be when you click and hold, this menu shows up. I will need those tools, so I click on this arrow to add this panel here. I will be using the Parker, okay, the fourth one. And so when I click to resize the tool, you hold Alt and right click to make it to stretch it horizontally or vertically. Okay, so I click and drag. It's, you see, simple click and drag, so it creates those sharp cracks like this. So what random try to make ones. This one, maybe this time this one should be smaller also. Another one here maybe longer. Make my tool bigger. Now something like this. and something like this. Okay, this is enough. You can play with that to create fantastic cracks. Okay, I will be okay with this one. Now to make this crack a little 3D, so I will duplicate this copy, take my selection tool, hold Alt and drag something like this, and fill it. Go to this one in the bottom, this one, and fill it with the gray, something like this. Then Control X and select this one, and Control B to paste it in the back. Next, okay, it's not perfect, so that's why we will have to take our direct selection tool and play with that. So it's going to be something like this, and this one maybe should be something here, and this point here. Okay, next, and this one here. Okay, so you should play with the details to make it perfect. So when I zoom out, look, it gives it that 3D look. Next, I need now to create the drop of blood. Yes, the blood. This is if it is blood and coming outside from that. First, let's look our heart, and then select both these and rotate them a little bit, something like this. Or maybe let's zoom that, something like this. Okay, so little rotation, that's okay. Next, so as I said, the drop of blood will be going out. I take the marquee tool again, or the ellipse tool, and draw a circle like this. Take a color, a dark color, or before let's do the shape. Take direct selection tool, pull this anchor points up, something like this. Hold Alt and to make it this curve sharp, something like this. Next, add some shadows, the same thing as we did with the heart. Gradient black to white, gradient not too dark, something like this, and the blend mode to darken, and also maybe some shadow, some highlights this time. So I draw a simple highlights here, and another one here. Okay, rotate it a bit, something like this, and this also should be rotated. The color, something a light red, so I change this color to something red, and then make it something brighter, just like this. Now I group them. I take my selection tool, select them all, and press Ctrl G to make them a group. Next, bring this one here. Okay, so it's sure it must be resized to something smaller, maybe something like this. Yes, it looks good. Maybe smaller even, or let's make some copies first. So select them and take Alt and drop one right here and one maybe here. This one should be smaller. Okay, this one, resize it to something like this, and this one also should be smaller. The whole group. Hold Alt and Shift to constrain the proportions. This one maybe also should be smaller. Too much, something like this. Okay, so I want to make it as if the blood is going out from the crack. So we zoom in a little bit. I take my packer tool again, and so my selection tool first. I double click on it to enter the isolation mode, and take the packer tool again, and again, something like this, and press shift. Now take my direct selection tool and make it something like this. This one should go down, and this one like this. So as if the blood is going to be out. And I'm going to add a gradient here, red to black, so as if there is a live in body there. So I add a new field. It's going to be gradient dark red to black. The black should make sure it's a pure black, so everything is 100%, so there is no white. I do not want to have that white there, and the black is going to be darker a little bit. Yes, zoom out a little bit. Take the gradient tool and make this something like this. Sorry, stretch that gradient, rotate it a little bit, and and we are finished. Next, I think I will have to make some blood also on the floor. This one is too big, this drop of blood, so I make it smaller. So just to make things a little bit realistic. So to draw the blood, I will draw just a simple circle here. It's going to be also smaller a little bit. It's going to be also a dark red. And now we take the bloat tool, the one to the next to the packer, this one. The bloat, it makes things bigger. So when I come here from the inside, not from the outside, from the inside, and I just arbitrarily draw basic, as if it is blood, really real blood on the floor, something like this. Next, I take this shape. I want to make it behind the heart, so Control X to dig that, and I select the heart and press Control B to paste it in the back. I will also to add some highlights, so I add a fill and black and white this time. A black and white gradients, black and white gradients, and it's going to be radial also. Make sure it's radial and make it a little bit bigger, something like this. Maybe this was going to be darker, something like this, and choose the blending mode to darken. Yes, now it looks something better. Also, I want also to drop a shadow for the heart, so it's also a simple ellipse circle with the ellipse tool. Draw it somewhere, maybe here. Okay, make sure it's a pure black, means everything is 100, same like the yellow, and black is 100, because when I'm going to blur it, if it is a dark black, when you blur it, it's going to be white and it's going to be, it looks ugly. So next I go to effects here, and I choose the Photoshop effects and choose blur, Gaussian blur, like just like one in the Photoshop. Preview to see what's going on. 50 or about is something will be great. Okay, maybe stretch it out a little bit, something like this, and take Ctrl X, go to select the heart, Ctrl B to paste it in the back, Ctrl X, and on front of the blood. So Ctrl X, select the blood, Ctrl F, the heart again, Yes. Now I will also see. Let's zoom out to see what's going on. So decrease maybe the opacity a little bit, about to 80. Okay, next maybe I want to add also some highlights for the heart. Yes, sir, we zoom in this time. Take my pen tool and just draw some basic highlights like this one. Maybe more curved a little bit, and one here. Okay, change the color to soft red or soft gray. So select them both. And choose this gray, or this little more white, and the opacity to 80. Yes, that's it. So this is our basic heart, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you very much for joining me this time, and see you in the next one.